We're back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for return this video, smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. Now, in this video, we're going to discuss a stock that is setting up to possibly squeeze even higher than it already has started to push up, and how this leverage for the bulls is there in the charts. We're going to look at the charts and the short float, how it's reacting. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the 2 home runs I mentioned this morning over at the Discord, as well as the opportunity that was mentioned by one of the members in the Discord since yesterday afternoon, and how it reacted going into today. It was a phenomenal day all through the boards, and if this is something that interests you, you're more than welcome to join us. The links are down below in the description, and we're going to get right back into it, to one of the top stocks setting up to squeeze and possibly go even higher if things continue to show leverage for the bulls. So the 2 home runs of the day were spectacular, and I want to go ahead and let you guys know that this is something you can become part of as well. We look for these opportunities daily, not just myself, but also the community, and I want to invite you to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning. It's a full list of them, but our home runs of the day were ADTX as well as JFIN, right? JFIN. The others, they jumped up 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, 10 to 15%, but the home runs of the day were spectacular. We're going to go ahead and look at these charts, and one of them gave us 50% plus at its highest point. We caught ADTX right before the bell, just a few minutes. When I started watching it, it pulled right back down towards the 260 range and took off to a highest point of 50% plus in a matter of an hour, and actually less than an hour, like 40 minutes. Then it sat sideways, jumping up back and forth 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, and it hit those highs once again. So the highest point reached from that dip to those highs was 50% plus and up 75% on the day. Now, our other home run of the day, it's still pushing. It could actually continue or consolidate and pull back, but right now at this given point, I talked about JFIN in the pre-market as it was pulling back, gave a quick jump of 10 to 15%, pulled back down. Same thing again, but so far its highest point has been 20% plus on the day, and this is something you can gain access to daily, guys, by joining us. The link is down below. Now, this one was mentioned yesterday in the aftermarket hours by one of the investors in the community. I didn't get to catch this one, but a lot of investors did. I was focusing on the ones I mentioned this morning, and yesterday I was doing videos while this happened, but this stock nearly jumped a whole entire 50% plus in the pre-market, post-market, pulled back towards the pre-market, and today ran another 50% plus, almost reaching 100%, and the highest point so far from yesterday's mention till now is 200% plus, guys. And that is something that you can gain access to as well. The community itself, not just the stocks I mentioned, but everyone collectively learning and growing together. The link is down below in the description if that's something that interests you, and we look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with VRPX stock, and this stock has been setting up in this position for some time now, right? And this is a stock I talked about earlier this weekend, and I mentioned it in one of the videos back on August 21st, that it was one of the top stocks to have a short squeeze and explode key levels now. Why? Because it was the #1 stock on this whole entire screener, showing the opportunity, right? Short squeeze score was 99.17. I mean, that's pretty high. And also the days to cover was 0.01, and the amount of borrow fee rate, right, which was 103.59, and it was the #1 on the list. I went ahead and talked about it, and if we look at the chart here, you could see that I talked about it over the weekend. It was kind of sitting sideways there going into the weekend, and then here we are on Monday talking about it, pulling down to a low here of $13.98, basically $14, sat sideways, and today it has started that squeeze effect. Now, the reason why it's not the squeeze yet, and it could actually go into weakness pretty fast and actually probably be in this consolidation, and this might have been just a move for now, we got to see, I'm going to show you guys why, is because this has been nothing but retail and institutional buying, right? This is not shorts covering. I'm going to show you guys why, because on the date of this video, right, when I go over to the amount right there, you can see it. I was talking about it in that video when it was sitting at $16 back on that date. It was sitting at $13.99, right? The short flow, basically 14%. I had stated that day, right? If we go over to the short flow now, it's at $13.99. Now, there's two ways this can play out though, because now it's at $17.17 based off of this, right? And you can see here that move, right, from those lows, $14 all the way up to $18.43 today. Now, this is actually very interesting because the stock is actually pushing up without shorts even participating yet. So if the bulls continue to push up with leverage here and continue to control this chart, they can actually make those bears, and specifically the shorts, go from bears into bulls and push this up even higher, creating that squeeze effect. It hasn't even started. This is just the beginning, but the bulls need to hold this up. And this is one of the top stocks setting up to explode. You can see different articles talking about it, possible short squeeze and so forth. And after running from $4 all the way up to 38, coming back down and sitting sideways here, it has shown nothing but strength above those lows here of about $14. I'll just round that up. It says $13.93, $13.90s. I'll just round that up to $14. It has shown strength, but what do the bulls need to break through? Well, the first level is the highest point of today, 834. That definitely needs to be broken through and turn into a support so that the bulls can continue pushing up higher. And then the highest point was up here at 1979 that we've seen in this sideways action. If the bulls can break through that and go towards 20, that could be a turning point for the shorts possibly starting to cover. And how do we know if the shorts started to cover? Well, you'll see it reflect pretty quickly in the charts, number one. And number two, this short flow number should actually start to go lower. So that is something I'm going to be monitoring very closely going into the next few days, how this is reacting and how the chart is reacting, okay? So we still want to see this stay above support of $14, and we want to actually see this break through that highest point that it reached today, as well as the $19 range, and get into the 20s to continue pushing up higher and possibly forming that short squeeze effect and momentum that everyone is anticipating and focusing on, guys. I mean, it had a pretty decent move today that was significant from those lows there of $14 to $18. I mean, that alone right there was around 30% plus, but we'll have to see if this can continue and if the bulls can hold up this fight, making the shorts cover. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.